At the airport after a trap, my parents and brother stole my passport and left me stranded in Europe. No phone, no wallet, no way out. As I sat in detention, a multimillionaire leaned in and whispered, "Pretend you're with me. My jet is waiting." He smiled coldly. "Trust me, they'll regret this." My family threw me a farewell party in Paris, but it was a funeral for my future. I didn't see the trap until the boarding gate at Charles de Gaulle. I reached into my jacket, empty, no passport, no wallet, no phone. I turned around, panicked. My mother was already handing her boarding pass to the attendant. My brother Leo was holding my leather wallet. He caught my eye and flashed a cruel, mocking smirk. "Have a nice life in France, Ro," Leo mouthed through the glass. My dad didn't even look back. They boarded the flight to New York using the business class tickets I bought them. They stole my identity, my savings, and my freedom, leaving me stranded in a foreign country with absolutely nothing. Within minutes, airport security flagged me. No documentation meant immediate detention. I sat in a cold, sterile holding room, my hands shaking. The reality hit me like a physical blow. They didn't just abandon me. They systematically erased me to fund Leo's failing business. I felt a toxic, freezing rage replace my panic. That is when the door opened. A man walked in, flanked by two airport officials who looked terrifyingly deferential. He wore a bespoke charcoal suit, carrying an aura of absolute, untouchable authority. He looked at the guards, nodded, and they stepped out, closing the door. He sat across from me. He didn't look like a savior. He looked like a predator who had found a more interesting target. "Julian, right?" His voice was smooth, cutting through the silence. "Your family is currently at 35,000 feet. They think they ruined you." I stared at him, numb. "Who are you?" "Arthur Vance," he said softly. The name resonated. He was a venture capitalist known for restructuring, collapsing empires, and burying the people who ran them. "Your brother tried to pitch me his startup last month using your stolen code. I knew it was yours because I've been tracking your work for a year." He leaned in, his eyes narrowing into cold slits. "Pretend you're with me. My jet is waiting." He smiled coldly. "Trust me, they'll regret this." I didn't hesitate. I nodded. Arthur cleared my status with a single phone call. 10 minutes later, I wasn't in a holding cell. I was sitting in the leather interior of a private Gulfstream, sipping scotch, watching the Parisian clouds fade beneath us. But I wasn't celebrating. I was plotting. Arthur provided the resources, but the revenge was entirely mine. Over the next 10 hours, we moved with lethal precision. Arthur's legal team helped me freeze every single bank account tied to my name. Because my family had stolen my wallet and cards, they were currently using frozen assets mid-flight. More importantly, I revoked the administrative access to the proprietary software I had built, the very software Leo had just sold to Arthur's rival firm under a fraudulent contract. By the time their commercial flight landed in JFK, they wouldn't just be broke. They would be guilty of corporate fraud on an international scale. We landed in New York an hour before their flight touched down. Arthur and I stood by the private exit near the International Arrivals Terminal, flanked by Port Authority police and federal investigators. When my parents and Leo walked through the secure doors, laughing and clutching duty-free bags, they looked like they had won the lottery. Then Leo saw me. The color drained from his face so fast I thought he might faint. My mother gasped, dropping her bag. "Julian?" My dad stammered, stepping forward. What is this?" I didn't say a word. I just stood next to Arthur, my expression as blank as ice. Two officers stepped forward, blocking their path. "Leo Vance? Richard Vance? You are under arrest for grand larceny, identity theft, and interstate corporate fraud." "There's been a mistake!" My mother shrieked, pointing at me. "He's our son! He gave us those cards!" "I gave you nothing," I said, my voice dangerously calm. "You stole my life. So now I'm taking yours." Leo looked at Arthur, realizing the trap they had walked into. "You ruined us," he whispered. Arthur stepped forward, fixing his cuffs with a chillingly polite smile. "No, Julian built a ladder. You tried to push him off it. You just forgot that he knows exactly how to tear it down." As the handcuffs clicked into place, my family begged me to help them. I turned my back, walking away into the New York rain without looking back once.